Nice to see you, as always. Did it take you long to get away from them? Yeah, I figured. I can imagine how stressed they are trying to prepare. How'd you manage to get out this time? That doesn't give us a lot, but we've gotten together for much less. Yeah, that was a bit unfortunate. I didn't get to give you a kiss before you left. You know, I was pretty upset after that. I might have to take it out on the boys when I face them again. Let's just say I'll beat them hard enough that they'll remember it in the next life. They don't need to know the details, just that they're a nuisance and need to be put in their place. Don't act like it didn't upset you, too. I know you wanted to stay, just as much as I did. Yes, I know how much you love it when I kiss you. There's no point in acting all coy about it. You lose yourself so easily at the tiniest bit of affection. It's true. You always have a hard time standing whenever I do it. I told you, I notice everything. It's too bad we didn't even get that last time we were together. Well, would you mind if I made up for it right now? Yes, while we have the chance. Come here then. No. Don't worry about your legs giving out. I've got you. That's it. Just let it happen. There's no chance they'd find out about this, right? Good. We don't need any more close calls. Was there another one you didn't tell me about? Why does that not surprise me? I did worry about it before, but it occurred to me later that they're not exactly the most perceptive bunch. So that's probably why they didn't say anything when they saw you with the cloak on. I'd hardly call that a close call. Unless they actually suspected something, I wouldn't worry too much. Is it still keeping you warm? The nights have been chillier recently with winter approaching. That's good. Keep yourself covered then. If the boys haven't noticed it by now, they probably never will. Yeah, it's only when we're together that we need to worry about getting caught. No one needs to get close to finding us like those last few times. Wish I could say be more careful from now on, but it doesn't really matter anymore. Yeah, it's almost time. Come with me for a sec. It's not very far. Just past these trees. Here it is. See that? That's where you and your friends are headed, right? Now look down there. You see the area at the base near the entrance. Yeah, that's where we're fighting. It's been a long journey for you, hasn't it? Same for me, too. No, I'm not worried about the outcome. Honestly, I couldn't care less who wins or loses, or if they all die in the end. I've done what I needed to do. Any ties I have with my allies are just a formality at this point. So whatever happens to them doesn't matter to me. Your friend will always be a fun person to fight. I'm gonna miss that after this. You know as well as I do, and that it's over after this. There's no more fighting once it's done. If my allies win, they'll see to it that your friends are slaughtered. They'll smear the ground with their blood. And if your group wins, they'll finish what they started, then go on with their merry lives without ever picking up a sword again. And there's something you need to understand. You and I are the exception. That's not a life we get to live because we're somewhere in the middle. I'm not going to play their silly game of good and evil when all it does is tell us we're not supposed to be together. That's why I have a different plan. It involves you not having to fight at all. No, I wouldn't stop you from being at your friends' sides. But it's best if your time in combat is limited. Things won't be how they usually are. They won't just stop at your friends. You'll be a target too. Yeah, I said I'd make sure you'd never be hurt by them again. And I mean that. Believe me when I say that I will do everything it takes to make sure we're together in the end, even if it means saying goodbye to your friends. It's not me who decides whether they live or die. It's up to them whether they can handle my allies or not. I know what watching your friends die would do to you, and I'm not about to compromise everything I've worked for to get to this point. I can only promise you one thing. Your memory of them will not be tainted by their deaths. It's always possible that it will be your last of them, especially if you choose to stay with me. I told you before, if either side knew, there'd be a lot of resentment. Do you think they'd just let us walk away like that? At best, they'd end it, and at worst, us. There's only so much I can do to fight back. I can hold my own against your friends, but against my allies too? I'm only one person. Together, we can do many things. But dying at the hands of both sides isn't going to be one of them. Exactly. So no one is going to find out. That's why I want you to make those memories now so they can last. Because it may just be the two of us in the end. To me, it already is. I severed my ties the moment I started loving you. My loyalty to them has always been for my own benefit. I only needed them as a stepping stone to get to where I needed to be. And now, here I am. There's nothing left that they can give me. Sticking around makes me a lot worse off. I was able to get to you, even if it meant a lot of difficult days. I have put up with so much just to get here. Every lash, every insult, every time I had to face my problems alone has all been worth it. Every opportunity I've been given has come with a price, and I will gladly pay anything to keep us together. It doesn't matter what it is. I'll do it. I'll break every rule in the book if I have to. Yes, but that's to be expected of me. I've never really been fond of following them to begin with. But there is one rule I don't plan on breaking. It's that I'll keep every promise I've made to you. I will make sure that my allies never so much as lay a finger on you in this last battle or after, and no one will ever tear us apart. Yes, I'll tell you exactly how I plan to ensure we get our happy ending. I will be the one to take your life. Do you trust me? Then understand that there is no single way to interpret what I mean by that. But I say this with the express purpose of ensuring that you do exactly what I need you to do. Let the uncertainty consume you. Let the others see it so they can continue to believe we're still enemies. But deep down, know that you will get what you desire. Your salvation rests in my hands, and only I can give you that guarantee. No one else. I promise you that any pain you endure will be worth it in the end, just as it has been for me. Make sure you're prepared for it. because there's no going back from here.